Our scout ship has returned!
Show him how Ifreed's crew can sail!
The boss has a request for you.
Not a message, but a request.
A whitehorn dragon has been showing up in the Aldina Plains. The boss wants you to kill it.
Since when did the Bloodwings become agents of justice? Interested in protecting the world from dragons?
Hey, we're not out to save the world. This is just to put an end to Zavid's madness.
Did Zavid do something in particular?
He's been harassing exorcists, trying to get more information on that dragon. That's got the Abbey on alert, which makes trouble for us. Our spies in the Abbey can't operate under these conditions.
And that's where we come in. Does that mean Zavid is in the Aldina Plains too?
Got it in one. Just be careful. Zavid and that dragon are even more agitated than usual.
Let's go.
Are you gonna fight Zavid again?
The time has come.
We're back! Where's Videl?
Oh, it's you, Laphicet. I'm sorry, but Videl's already lost consciousness.
But he's still alive, isn't he? Please, let me see him! Videl, it's me, Laphicet. We have all of the ingredients for the Omega Elixir. I'll prove that your translations were correct, Videl. Just wait.
Laphicet.
He's awake!
No, he's just mumbling. That's all he's been saying this whole time. I'm sorry. Sorry, Laphicet. I'm sorry I told you to go away. I really wanted to talk to you more.
It's fine, really. That doesn't matter now. You're my friend. There's so much of the world you still need to see. You have to get better, so we can go on adventures together, okay? Huh? Is that...
It's the Omega Elixir. So, it wasn't really Amalek's prayers.
It was their tears.
Sweetheart, you're home!
I am. But I have no right to be here at this point. I chose to do my duty as an exorcist over the welfare of my own dear family. I won't ask for forgiveness. This isn't something that can be forgiven.
Dad?
Videl, are you feeling okay?
He's fine. A generous friend worked hard to prepare the Omega Elixir for him.
The Omega Elixir? Wait, don't tell me your friend is...
You helped him, right? I heard that it was you who told him what the final ingredient was. Thank you, Dad.
No, son. You have no idea. I...
Dad, it's okay. You protected the world in your own way. The one Mom and I live in. The one I want to explore when I get a little older.
Son...
All's well that ends well,
Hard to believe we managed to actually make an Omega Elixir. That's one hell of an accomplishment.
Oh, and here I was anticipating much wailing and gnashing of teeth. Videl turned out to be pretty resilient, huh? Can't you just say good job like a normal person? You're no fun. You did good, kid. Thanks. But I might have given up if not for Velvet's encouragement.
All I did was rile you up. I wouldn't call it encouragement.
Not you too, Velvet.
Anyway, that was a noble thing you did, Luffy said. You really held on to your hope all the way through.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give up on Videl. But I don't really think it's worth praising. I haven't felt lost like you have, Velvet. If I had, I don't think I would have been so sure of myself.
Perhaps. But I think you'll still have it in you. Even if you ever do lose something dear.
Huh? Why?
That's just the feeling I get. Look, I'm tired of Eleanor's grumbling, so I thought I'd say something nice for once.
Could you not make this my fault?
I don't see any exorcists, at least.
They must have pulled a runner once they were finished here. If our challenger knew that when selecting this location, I suspect we're in for a serious fight.
We need to stay careful. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. Wait, what's up with that box?
The time has come for judgment and retribution!
What the...
Did a Nordal just come out of that box?
Who are you?
Very well. You ought to know the name of he who consigned you to the flames of hell.
Wait.
I am...
You're that Norman, right? Phoenix or whatever? Ha! No wonder those letters were so full of empty threats and blustery nonsense.
Bien! This is bad. The self-styled strongest Norman of all Norman is the mastermind behind all of this!
Self-styled? I am the man among men, the strongest Norman of all Norman. I am Phoenix.
Yeah, we've covered that already.
So you're the one who wrote all those letters. What's your bone with me?
I merely seek to right wrongs. I recently came into possession of a letter from a sister pouring her heart out to her brother. I traced the letter back to its sender, and one day paid her a surreptitious visit. There, I found a sweet, innocent girl. Surrounding her were presents from her brother, and mountains of letters she couldn't bring herself to send.
Letters she couldn't send?
Heartfelt letters for her older brother. When I read them, my manly tears fell over the same salty stains left by hers.
What the hell is wrong with you? Who reads someone else's letter and then decides to break into their room?
I acknowledge that I am partly in the wrong. But for all that is righteous, I cannot condone you. I do this for your sister, clasping her hands in well-worn gloves as she sends prayers for her brother's safety across the wide blue sea.
Enough of this nonsense. What is it that you want?
That is a question you should be asking of yourself.
What do you mean?
Just what is it that you're communicating with the superficial scrawlings and shoddy baubles you send her?
He's trying to atone.
Don't be absurd. Which is the real you? The considerate brother who worries for his sister? Or the man who consorts with low-life scum and pirates? Why can you not at least be honest with her, pirate? She is your sister. Why can you not tell her of the life you've chosen to lead? Do you think her too weak-willed to forgive your decision? Is that what your beloved sister is to you?
I don't have to take this from you!
Fine then. Show me your power.
You asked for it!
Then it's settled. If I win, you will go visit your sister immediately. But if I lose, I will obey your every command.
You're a funny one, Phoenix. I like you.
Laugh all you wish, for the last laugh will be mine!
Here it comes! Looks like you're gonna be put on ice!
And you cannot bear the light of my glow, for I am the wings of heaven! Let's go!
I'll help you!
Wide open!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angels!
Phantoms, rip them apart! Wide open! Phantoms, rip them And you cannot bear the light of my glow, for I am the wings of heaven!
You weren't lying when you said you were the strongest.
No kidding.
strong or not, you picked a fight with the Reaper. Time to pay the price.
Wait, Eisen! What are you?
I thought so. That's why you're called the Phoenix, isn't it? Your blessing has the exact opposite effect as my curse.
So you finally noticed.
So, if Phoenix has that kind of power, then couldn't he protect your sister?
I admit defeat. I await your command.
No.
Why not?
I believe we should each steer our own ships through life's waters. I know that the life I've chosen is a selfish one. And I know that it leaves my sister lonely and sad. But it's also the only way I know how to live. If I gave you a command, it would be denying something at the very core of my being. So no, I won't do it. Except,
Yes?
if you're able, I want you to use your powers to protect my sister. Protect her from demons and malevolence. And from any dragon who may one day attack her.
A dragon? Are you serious?
This isn't an order. It's just a request.
Well then, I accept your request as your friend. But in return, I have something to ask of you.
Yeah?
I want you to write her another letter. But this time, no hiding what you're truly thinking. I'll wait as long as it takes for you to write it.
No need.
What?
I've been carrying this for so long, I'm afraid it's kind of crushed.
My friend, I swear on my honor that this letter will reach your sister, and I promise I will get her to smile once more. After all, I'm the Phoenix. With me, life rises anew from the ashes.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Then it is time I'm on my way. Come, turtles!
At your service!
Oh!
I'll deliver this package myself, even if it costs me my life!
Farewell, friend!
That Phoenix, what a guy. He doesn't back down even when he's lost.
I guess. But I liked what he had to say.
See? I knew something good would come from this.
Yeah. I guess I learned something today. Never give up before you try.
Are we ready for this?
Phoenix is finally gone! It's okay for you to come out now, Grimoire!
He's so stuffy, as always, that he made me sweat, and I was even hiding.
Now that I think about it, neither of you showed your faces when Phoenix was here, did you?
Why wouldn't you two want to see a fellow Norman?
I guess that asks for an explanation. All right, I think I can tell you now anyway. Broadly speaking, Norman fall into two different categories. Dog Norman and Cat Norman.
The ones who like to be around humans, like Phoenix, are your dog types. The ones who prefer to stick around objects and places are the cat types.
I've heard people say that dogs get attached to the human, and cats get attached to the home.
So, since Magilus relied on you a lot over the years, does that make you a dog Norman?
No, not really. My powers actually work with Miss Magilou's guardians, not Miss Magilou herself. That makes me a cat type. Though actually, considering how I serve a witch, I'd be a cat type either way. Anyway, back on topic. Dog Norman like to live among lots of humans in comfort and style. Cat Norman like me and Grimoire would rather live in forests and ruins and pass our time in idle leisure.
Some, ourselves included, don't conform with expectations, instead choosing to live as we please alongside humans. What does this have to do with wanting to avoid Phoenix? There's a gap between us that can't be bridged. Like the difference between sky blue and sea blue.
Come on, aren't sky blue and sea blue basically the same color?
Maybe to your untrained eye, but to those who care, there's a perceptible difference in hue, slight though it might be. Whatever it is that separates them is impossible to overcome.
I didn't realize it could be such a big deal.
Let me ask you guys this. Are pudding and custard the same?
No, definitely not. If I ordered one, I wouldn't want to be served the other.
Those still sound more or less the same to me, too.
What if I said it was like the difference between sherbet and sorbet?
Oh, yeah, there is a difference there. Although I usually can't remember which is which.
So, like the difference between a hoagie and a sub sandwich?
But those two are the same. Anyway, you get the point now, surely. We've long had our differences, and they put us in perpetual conflict.
But what good does that do?
Actually, on that note, is Aizen's sister going to be okay with Phoenix around?
That much I wouldn't worry about. He can be obnoxiously brash and talks a lot of nonsense sometimes. But if nothing else, Phoenix has a strong sense of responsibility. Rest assured, she's in good hands. Although if you work him too hard, he'll start making speeches about uprisings and insurrections and all that stuff.
Our scout ship has returned! It worked! Huge success! A new recipe! I've gotta try it!
Good luck out there. Don't come back empty-handed.
Show him how Ifreed's crew can sail!
Hiya! I got another letter for you, Aizen.
Hey, are you okay? What does it say?
I can't read it right now. One of you do it.
Okay. Dear brother, I got your letter. Not sure why it was so tattered. I'm glad that you were able to tell me how you really feel, even though it was beyond obvious by now. Your clear descriptions of the self-defense Malak arts allowed me to master them quickly, despite your terrible grammar. As weird as it feels writing this to a pirate, good luck with your work, and I know how to keep a secret. So please keep writing me letters. My life doesn't revolve around them, but I do enjoy hearing from you. I can't see the oceans you sail from my perch here on the mountain, but I'm thinking of you and praying for your safety. And I want you to know I'm doing fine.
Oh, looks like she's just as roundabout and stubborn as her brother. It must run in the family.
There's more. P.S. Thanks for the Nordals. They're not really all that cute, but I guess I like them a little bit. But ever since I got that last one, I hear this voice at night telling me I should write you and be here for you when you need to vent. It's actually rather annoying, but since the doll is a gift from you,
I'll make a special exception for it. That's all.
Sounds like she's really got it together.
You know, I don't think we ever asked you her name.
Edna.
That's a pretty name.
Glad you think so. I'm the one who named her.
Hello, white turtles. How's business?
Not great. Not great at all. Thanks to certain somebodies, my balances have all gone haywires. Serves me right for counting my turtles before they hatched.
That sounds awful, I guess.
Don't feel bad. Not like it's got anything to do with us.
Certainly not. That's why today's your lucky day, 'cause I'm throwing another big sales.
Come on, guys, you're being too mean to him. He's done so much to help us throughout our journey, hasn't he?
Yeah, I guess.
Listen, Mr. Turtles, if something's ever got you down, you can tell us. I don't know how much help we can be, but I bet even just talking about it will make you feel better.
I can't tell you how nice it feels to hear such kind words at a time like this.
Sure, fine. But what about the sale?
Right! Everything's on sale at market prices once again!
Great, thanks. Fee, give the nice turtles the smile he wants so much.
Thanks for everything, Mr. Turtles.
No, thank yous!
Magilu's real name is Magilonica, isn't it? Yes, it is. She's always been so distant. Distant? What makes you say that? She's always had strong resonance and was able to see us Malakim from the day she was born.
But her family thought her powers were creepy, and they abandoned her while she was still just an infant.
That's terrible.
So she got picked up by that crooked troupe that put her in their freak show.
Yeah, that was when she caught me. When I got caught up in her life.
It's hard to imagine how painful it must have been. A little girl forced to the stage, made a source of amusement and revulsion and hate. You can see why she'd want someone on her side, even if that someone was Bienfu.
Hey!
But she managed to get away, right? After the accident?
Well, that accident was set up by Lord Melchior.
What?
Is it so hard to believe? Melchior was looking for someone he could shape into becoming his worthy successor, so he made sure she survived the wreck.
He probably justified it as saving the world.
Tell me, Grimoire, what's your connection with Melchior?
I don't really have one. I knew the former head of the Exorcist a little, but I stayed out of his way. He never talked about personal matters. At least not while he was sober.
As I recall, Magilou trained under Melchior and rose as far up the ranks as Legate.
That's right! She worked really, really hard to get there, too.
Magilonica Lou Maven. When Melchior adopted her and gave her his last name, that was the first time she really felt that she had a home. When she lost that name, she was devastated.
She failed Lord Melchior's last test, and he just discarded her like an unwanted toy.
She was an empty shell of a person when Bienfu brought her to me. Magilou stayed with me for a little while, but then one day she left without warning. As for what happened next, well, you probably know better than I do.
Yeah, I guess we do.
I'd ask you to look after her, but I know how that would go.
It'd have to be a pretty cold day in hell.
I'm sorry I talked about your past behind your back. It wasn't my place to say.
It doesn't bother me. You were talking about Magilonica, and Magilonica might as well be dead.
But while we're on the subject, may I ask just one question? It wasn't failing to hold up against Melchior's art that broke your spirit, was it? It was when you realized that he no longer considered you his daughter.
Who can say? I've left my life as Magilonica behind me. I'm not her anymore. I'm the evil witch Magilou who fights alongside the Lord of Calamity!
Well, wherever you go, Miss Magilou, I'll follow you as long as I live!
Well now, Bienfu, you think you can get away with talking about me behind my back?
Huh? Why do you only care that I did it? What about the others?
Yours is not to question.
How could I forget how mean you are?
I'm glad you finally found a place where you can belong.
If you repent your sins in a sanctuary, the Empyreans are supposed to forgive you or something, right? If I say something here, I wonder if Phenomenot will hear me.
I don't think it works like that. Besides, I doubt this sanctuary was built on an Earth Pulse point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Was there something you wanted to say to him?
Yeah. I wanted to thank him for the comb, and also tell him what I'll be doing next.
If I had to guess, I'd say that everything you want to say has already made it over to Laffy.
Why do you think that?
Because I got it loud and clear myself.
Fee.
Malakim turned people's prayers into blessings. What you pray here and now may or may not reach Inominat. But it will give Laphicet strength.
All right. Then I'll pray for just one thing. Please, take care of...
Savid and the dragon!
This takes me back. I remember the first time I tried to talk to you. You smacked me pretty good then, too. Man, that hurts. You sure don't know how to hold back, do you?
Savid! Eisen, why?
Just watch.
What?
So, you're just waiting for me to die so you can help yourself to her heart. Is that it? Sorry, but that's not happening. I'm not dying here, and I won't let you kill her.
I'll decide what I do, Savid.
Fine! Then I'm deciding to help Savid, no matter what you tell me, Eisen! Savid!
This dragon wouldn't hesitate to attack a child, or the man who risks his own life to protect it. Tell me, Savid, who is this white-horned dragon? You said that your creed was to never give up on living, no matter what may happen. If you really believe that, would you say that you're living right now? Because to me, you don't look like someone truly living.
The hell are you saying?
I understand now. Eisen really isn't the one who's cursed. By killing Theodora, he's actually saving...
It's time to lift this curse.
I'll fight too! To save Savid and Theodora!
Watch out for the malevolence, Lofty said.
You too, Eisen! No mercy! Wounds that will shield! Ready, steady, die!
Stay back.
Get away from her! If you kill her, if you kill Theodora, I'll never forgive you, Eisen!
I know.
Eisen, how could you? What? Malevolence?
Eisen!
Stay back! This is...
Eisen! Savid!
No! It'll get you too!
But Velvet, just look at them! Ah!
It's that fire again.
Amazing it can extinguish that much malevolence.
But the dragon... Please! Turn back to normal!
It's over.
But
Thank you. Why didn't you break your Reaper's curse?
What? Did you want me to eat its heart?
Don't answer a question with another question.
The Reaper's curse is mine to bear alone. The danger of becoming a dragon, however, is a curse upon all Malachim.
All that malevolence. It's going to take its toll on you, too.
Yeah, I can already feel it starting. It won't be long before I wind up like her.
You'll have to leave your pirate buddies before things turn ugly.
I'm the first mate on Ifrid's ship, so to be honest, it's probably just as well. I'd rather end up a dragon than have this curse hijack my ship and my life anymore. But I do fear one thing. I'm afraid that when I turn into a dragon, I could end up hurting the very people I want to protect.
Theodora couldn't even recognize anyone she loved anymore. You saved her, Eisen. By killing her. Before all this, Theodora was a kind woman. She never wanted to hurt people, and she loved more deeply than anyone I've ever known.
Yeah.
Sometimes to kill someone is to save them. You have someone you're trying to protect too, don't you?
My little sister.
What's she like?
She's like an early blooming flower. Wise for her age. She's got it all together. Sometimes has to treat me like I'm the kid. She cries too easily, but deep down, she's so strong.
Sounds like someone I'd like to get to know better. Who knows? Maybe I'll even marry her.
Zavid!
Don't you worry. I won't make a move until I've killed you.
Zavid, what are you saying?
Consider it revenge for Theodora. I'll be the one who finally puts you out of your misery. But I'll only kill you once you've stopped being yourself. Only then.
You sure?
Yeah. I swear by my true name, Filk Zadea, Zavid the Oathkeeper.
Ufemu Wexu. That's my true name.
I'll remember it.
Is there really no other way? There must be something besides turning into a dragon or getting yourself killed, right?
In the end, what matters isn't whether we get killed or not. It's whether we can take control over the direction of our own lives.
That's what it means to really be alive.
That sounds sad. And hard. But I understand. And I'm going to live life in my own way, too.
Well then, I hope we'll see each other again.
Where are you going?
Wherever the wind takes me.
Our scout ship has returned!
huge success!
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Good luck out there. Don't come back empty-handed.
Show him how Ifrid's crew can sail!
Oh, it's you! Thank you for everything you've done.
Has Zavid been by since last time?
Yeah, actually, he finally dropped by here the other day. Ah, it was great. We were all really happy to see him again.
What about Theodora?
She wasn't with him, but he made it sound like her problems were finally all resolved.
He said they were going to travel together.
But we don't feel lonely.
Yeah, he said no matter how far apart we are, we'll always be together in our hearts, and they'll never forget us. He told us that we all share a strong bond, and it's all because...
Because that's Zavid's way, right?
Nuh-uh. It's because that's our family's way. All of us.
And it's a wonderful way to be.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Zavid told us that because he has family here, because he has somewhere to come home to, he'll be able to travel with an easy heart.
And he left us with a huge pile of money. We told him we didn't know what to do with it all, and he just laughed. He said we could use the money to grow our family even more. If you ever see Zavid on your travels, please give him a message. Tell him you'll always have a home here.
Of course. We'll make sure to pass it on to him.
See ya!
We got orders from headquarters. They want us to boost security for the transport unit.
But the transport's got more than enough as it is.
A few days back, a Gald convoy got raided. They lost everything, down to the last coin. Thankfully, no one was killed, but the raid was such a clean job. HQ thinks it must have been the work of a pro.
The demons already have us stretched thin enough, and now we have to deal with bandits on top of that?
Well, hello there. I heard you woke the four Empyreans. I'm quite impressed.
What do you want, Morgrim?
I just came to pass on a little information to you. Specifically, that an Earth Pulse entrance has opened up. My guess is that it opened when you chased Innominat out.
An Earth Pulse entrance, huh?
We might be able to see more of the Earth in Historia.
Indeed. If we could learn more about Artorias' past, it might give us a hint about how to take on Innominat.
That's just what she wants us to think. Anyone else smell a trap?
I don't think we have to worry about that.
Are you sure?
Shigure loathed any form of trickery. If Morgrim was that kind of Malak, he would have struck her down long ago.
I appreciate your confidence in me. What you do with the information is up to you.
Where is this entrance?
It's at the Shrine of Tranquility, in a ball.
You must have learned about this from the Abbey. Why pass it on to me?
No special reason. I just happened to think of Lord Artorias' Malek. I thought it might be nice if I could help you learn a little more about her.
You mean Ceres?
All right. I'll check it out. I take it you're a Bloodwing. Do you have something for me?
Yeah, I've got something I think you'll like. I heard a treasure chest washed up on the rocks of Manon. And get this, nobody can open it.
A treasure chest that won't open?
If it won't open, why doesn't anyone just smash it apart?
The Abbey's throne who knows how many praetors at it. And not only can they not open it, they can't even budge it.
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
It might be treasure from the far continent.
Do you know something about it, Eisen?
Hush.
I don't see why I should care about it. Thanks anyway.
What was that about, Eisen?
You know something about that treasure chest, don't you?
I think it probably drifted here from the far continent.
Wow, really? What makes you say that?
It sounds just like something I saw when I was there.
Oh, do go on. I'm all ears.
Let's go give it a look. If we really can't get it to open, I'll cut right through it.
That won't be necessary. I know how to open it. In fact, Eifried was the one who figured it out.
Now I get it. Is that where he found...
Yeah, that's where he found Siegfried.
If that's true, I'd hate to let the Abbey or the Bloodwings get their hands on whatever's inside. Off to Manon we go.
I moved here from Isolde. I couldn't just abandon Amenoch's temple. But the Abbey and Innominat are important to me too. It's not like I'm rebelling against them. I just think that these traditions and beliefs are part of our island's heritage. We have to honor them.
I think that's wonderful. But aren't you worried about the demons?
I asked the exorcists in Isolde for help. They said they couldn't station anyone here immediately, but they would send frequent patrols.
That's pretty tolerant, coming from the people who banned Aminoch worship in the first place.
Those who served under Lady Teresa have a strong sense of justice. They'll protect everyone, regardless of belief. No one has heard from Lady Teresa for some time now, but her people are trying to carry on her ideals.
Sadly, the ceremonies and rituals of the Aminoch faith were lost with its priestesses. We're trying to recover them. A number of people moved to Isolde from the village. We're going to try to interview them and record what they know.
This place used to be an inn. Will you reopen it?
I studied Southgand history and am especially interested in the history of local cuisine before Midgand took over. Since some ingredients can only be found here, I thought I could help out with the inn while practicing the traditional recipes.
What sort of dishes will you make?
Tropical moussaka, southern-style mango fried rice, papaya sukiyaki, some other stuff too.
I can't imagine what those would taste like.
Me neither. That's why I've got to use local ingredients to further my research. I don't know how long it'll take, but one day I hope to perfect these recipes and serve them at this very inn.
I wish you luck. We can do this!
I still need a lot of training.
Is that the treasure chest from the far continent?
Right then. Eisen, how do we go about opening it?
I'd still be happy to cut it open, you know.
Don't. You'll probably end up cutting what's inside.
There's a password. It means wealth in the language of the far continent. Von Eltia.
It opened!
What? That's all it took? Talk about anticlimactic. I didn't know the ship's name came from the far continent.
Yeah. An engineer who helped design the ship was familiar with technology from there. He probably supplied the name. And by that bizarre twist of fate, Siegfried came into Eifried's hands.
So what's inside? Anything interesting?
It's a book.
Ugh, that's so lame. You're killing me here.
It's really old, but it's written in a language I can read. It's titled Research Notes on Siegfried and Its Special Abilities.
Wait, so it's like a manual for using Siegfried?
Yeah. Some of it's missing, but I'm pretty sure.
Another twist of fate!
Fee, keep going. Let's hear more.
Believed to be a relic from the Avarost period, Siegfried utilizes an embedded formula to enable its wielder to manipulate mana. The commonly held belief is that Siegfried can alter, and thereby amplify, the mana of its host. But this is only its most basic capability, which is utilized to initiate and control its true functions.
Its true functions? Does that mean it can do more?
It looks that way. Our analysis suggests that Siegfried was originally created as a specialized anti-dragon weapon.
Oh my, the plot thickens.
To that end, Siegfried can fire volitional bullets that bestow certain special effects upon its targets. These bullets, made from crystallized mana, can cause disabilities depending on the intent with which they have been imbued. Known bullet varieties include one that can sever power links, and one capable of temporarily blocking out the influence of malevolence.
Bullets that block malevolence, huh?
Does it say where these bullets are?
No. Sorry, the rest is too worn to read.
That's all right.
We can't be sure if it's true or not, but it sounds plausible at least.
Eisen, how about we go looking for those bullets?
No, I have no need for them.
But if you had them, you could...
I have other things I need to worry about. And anyway, Siegfried belongs to Zavid now. Laphicet, next time you see him, I want you to tell him what you read.
Are you sure?
Please. I have a feeling he'll track those bullets down, even if he has to cross the whole world looking for them.
All right, I'll tell him. I promise.
Lo, is this another twist of fate in the making? But how, oh how will it turn out?
Can't you be serious just once in your life?
I think she's just saying Eisen's doing the right thing, in her own weird way. And it's true that nobody knows what the future holds.
That's for sure. And I like it that way.
Do you really mean that?
I do. It would be pretty boring to know everything that's coming, don't you think?
That's fair.
Take a look at this.
Show us your determination. Well done. I'd expect no less from Ifrit's crew.
It worked! Huge success!
Good luck out there. Don't come back empty-handed.
Show them how Ifrit's crew can sail.
We can do this!
It's the demon-eating demon!
The more it eats, the more ferocious it gets.
I'd rather not find out. Let's take it down, fast!
No mercy!
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Out of my way!
It appears that we're finished here. Whew. I don't know how, but we managed to beat it.
It devoured other demons purely by instinct. Sounds kind of like me, doesn't it?
So you've eaten a few cows, or demons, whatever. When you're hungry, you eat. The only ones who put any moral weight on it are humans. Personally, I wouldn't sweat it too much.
What are you trying to say?
It's fine. I don't really care if I'm seen as a bad guy.
I don't really know how to put it, but I sensed a kind of strength inside that demon. Like a determination to continue living. It was powerful and frightening, but I don't think it was bad.
Figures.
Velvet? Is everything okay?
Don't worry. I'm all right. I was just thinking of something that Celica liked to do whenever we passed a gravestone.
What was it?
I have a secret to tell you, she'd say. Then she'd hand me a flower and add, take it to the grave.
What does that even mean?
That's just a bad pun.
Exactly. Celica loved her puns. Nico's dogs are so cowardly that when a stranger comes by, they don't bark. They hide up on the woof.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Ugh, feel like someone just broke my funny bone.
I always told her to stop with all the bad jokes. I thought they were so lame. But now that she's gone, I miss them. Every day with Celica was bright, filled with joy. I realize that now.
She'd be happy to hear that. You know, it sounds like Celica and Magilu had a lot in common.
If you're trying to say I'm an unrepunnitent punster, I'd have to object. But if you're trying to say that I'm witty, charming, and the party mood maker, I'll take it. Hey, Velvet, you can think of me as your new sister. I won't stop you. I'll even let you call me Big Sis.
I'm this close to suing you for defamation of character.
I knew I'd see you in court one day. Judge, objection! This is a witch hunt!
You're incorrigible. Anyway, we don't have time to get all misty-eyed. Let's go. That definitely looks like an Earth Pulse entrance.
I don't sense Inominat here.
We still need to be careful. We might have ousted him from the Earth Pulses, but the 4 Empyreans are in play now.
If we want to learn anything useful, we'll need to go inside. Be ready for anything. Both the opening and the advent began here.
This is where the me before I was born died.
And it's where Lord Artorius sacrificed Velvet's brother.
The former leader of the Exorcists and Melchior searched high and low for the resting place of Inominat, the nameless Empyrean. No wonder they never found it. Who'd have thought he'd be sealed away out here in the middle of nowhere?
And these patterns. They're similar to those I've seen in foreign temples, built during the era of darkness.
That's some good camouflage. I doubt Artorius realized the true purpose of this shrine until he witnessed Inominat's power firsthand.
Maybe.
Hey, can we seal Inominat back in here?
No, we can't. I can't detect even a trace of the original seal's art.
Me neither. But I can tell you this is the Earth Pulse point.
Oh well.
If a cat's already out of the bag, it won't go back in. Believe me, I've tried.
Even if there was a way to seal him here again, I wouldn't do it. I want to settle things with the Nominat my way.
I'll finish this now.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Are we ready for this?
We won, right? Right?
And with that, the oath is now formed.
Ceres, take heed. I've now embedded a portion of the art formula within your corporeal form. Over the next several months, it should take hold and crystallize using the power of the oath.
The art you'll use to control the power my body has accumulated?
That is correct. Brunhild, the Sorcerer's Ring. It is an art that was lost long, long ago on this continent. Reviving it requires considerable investment.
So that is why you tied the oath to my life force. The formula will only be completed once I've died.
Do you have something to say?
No. I understand that this is a necessary step in order to realize Armatization and bring Innominat under your control. And even though Siegfried possesses a similar power, Lord Melchior has yet to successfully locate the device. Knowing that, our research must be accelerated. That is the only reasonable way.
Then you understand. From here on, you are to focus on completing the Sorcerer's Ring.
As you say.
I trust you're not having any second thoughts about this? She's a Moloch. Here to serve and nothing more. And today she's proved herself quite loyal.
Yes. I am Ceres. I am your Moloch. I am simply a tool for you to fulfill your ideals.
So Ceres took her oath to make armatization possible.
But what a heavy price to make her pay.
And Artorius did it knowing that she was his reincarnated wife. Oh, who am I to talk? There was a time not long ago when I'd have done the same thing.
Regardless, things are now starting to come together. What happened to Ceres and to Eifried and Siegfried? It's all related. This all occurred so Artorius could armatize with Innominat and control him.
And then Velvet ended up devouring that power and making herself public enemy #1. How deliciously ironic.
No, Ceres knew what was going on, and she still...
But the Abbey has secured Siegfried's formula, and they're almost certainly using it to complete Innominat's Armatus.
Let's keep going, Velvet.
Yeah, we've come too far to turn back now. I'll see this through to the end.
I'll show you the beauty of my spear weapon.
What about this one?
It's been a full century since Midgand reunited the fractured land. In that time, we've enjoyed a blissful era of peace and prosperity. But the world has also seen its faith and moral purity slowly decay, only to be supplanted by deep, profound sin. Things have gotten so bad that nobody has even realized that the four Empyreans now slumber. I'm entirely certain that demons will only become ever more rampant. And yet I'm powerless to stop it.
Empyreans? Demons? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to hear me grumble. You've already done so much for me.
It's fine, really. You've seen so much of the world. Things that I never even knew existed.
Yes. I've seen mountains spew flame and lands covered in ice. I've crossed stormy seas and ravines deeper than the eye can see.
That's so amazing. Weren't you ever frightened?
Of course. We are nothing in the face of nature. It takes so little for a person to lose their life out in the wilds. But in spite of the terror, those seas, the mountains, the forests, the deserts, they're absolutely breathtaking. And even in the harshest of climes, people still find a way to live there and carve out something resembling a home.
I think I understand you now.
How do you mean?
I can tell you really love this world. Not just that, but all the people who live in it, too.
The world and its people. Do you really think so?
I'm sure of it. Just remember that you're one of those people, too, you know? You really should try to take care of yourself a little more.
I can't do anything right. How could I possibly learn to like myself?
I believe in you, Arthur. I mean, my family and I are already quite fond of you just the way you are, no matter your faults.
Thank Thank you, Celica.
That was Velvet's sister and Artorias.
That's how I remember Celica. And him, too.
I see.
Lord Artorias. Eleanor, I know that the exorcists believe from the bottom of their hearts that their work will save everyone. Perhaps. But that won't stop you from fighting them, will it? No, it won't.
Isn't ignorance bliss? Should we really keep digging up the past like this?
Velvet's never been one to pick the easy road.
What's wrong, kiddo?
I was just thinking, the Earthen Historia is supposed to be a vast record of world history. It could show us anything. So why does it only ever focus on events related to Velvet's life?
Perhaps it's reacting to her presence. Or maybe, since this place used to be Innominat's vessel, his power is still influencing what we're seeing.
If that were true, shouldn't you be able to control the Earthen Historia, kiddo? You're supposed to be part of Innominat. Think of all the juicy secrets we could dig out of the past. Oh, I'm getting pins and needles.
I'm not so sure. Having that much access might be frightening. Some things aren't so fun to learn about. Our scout ship has returned! It worked! Huge success!
Scout ship setting sail.
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
I hear that you've finally gotten your assignment. Have they given you a name yet?
Malak number 2.
That isn't your name.
Huh?
You don't remember anything, do you? But of course you don't. You died before you were even born. But my memories, they came back. And these memories, they torment me. I can never replace them, and I can't undo them.
I don't really understand.
You don't have to. Just know that I was happier before my memories and free will reawakened. If I had one wish, I'd wish that you stay the way you are.
You're going?
I'm about to free someone who can kill the strongest Empyrean and the head exorcist. I suppose you could call it revenge. Against myself and against my past. Goodbye. Please, find it in your heart to forgive your mother when she failed to protect you.
Wait, what? How'd we get here? This is the prison! island?
Probably by an Earth Pulse warp. I'll have to send for the Von Eltia to come get us.
I guess I must have met Ceres at some point, but I don't have any memory of it happening.
But why would that place connect to here?
Well, I mean, this is an Earth Pulse point, isn't it?
Ceres might have willed it to be somehow.
What do you mean?
Velvet is right. I think the Earth in Historia showed us that memory because Ceres wanted us to see it. Or Velvet and Laffy said at least.
I think I understand. And I think I agree.
It may have taken us all the way out here, but at least we have something to show for it. I suppose we can't complain.
Yeah.
This was worthwhile.
All right, let's get to the harbor.
I can think and decide for myself now, but it's kind of nice. I feel alive like this. So rest easy, Mom. I'll be okay.
How many times do I have to tell you? You just don't get it!
You're the one who doesn't get it! You're just making a lot of trouble where there shouldn't be any, old man!
What did you just call me? Say that again, I dare you!
Both of you, shut up already! You're making so much noise that I'm tempted to devour your heads just to get some peace and quiet!
Honestly, I find it odd how you pirates, who are on the same side, are always fighting. Yet you don't hesitate to rescue shipwrecked Abbey sailors who are your enemy.
What's so hard to understand about that?
You're treating your ally like your enemy, and your enemy like your ally.
Seriously? You still have a lot to learn, apparently.
What the hell does the Abbey teach you, exorcists? You talk all about going around helping people, but you don't know the first thing about sailing.
Are you implying that the first thing about sailing is to help your enemies?
I can't explain it to the likes of you. Benwick, you explain it to our esteemed exorcist here.
Well, you see, when somebody out at sea is in trouble, we don't refer to them as allies or enemies. You might think nothing of being aboard a ship, but take a moment to think about how vast and deep the ocean is. Now imagine if you weren't on a ship, if you were out here alone. Sends chills down your spine, doesn't it?
I guess I can't argue with you there.
Out on the sea, even just a single board of driftwood can mean the difference between staying afloat and succumbing to the depths of the water. That's why even when we raid and sink a ship, we pull up anybody who took for the water, and we bring them aboard.
I know it sounds hypocritical to attack someone's ship and then rescue them out of the water, but that's just the way things are on the sea.
You pirates are an interesting bunch.
Plus, if the people we rescue end up getting another ship, we can attack them again and take all their new loot.
You don't go and kill every last prickle boar in the forest, or else you won't have any more to hunt later. It's the way of the world.
And my faith is gone. All right, but why were you two fighting to begin with?
Oh, right, that! I remember why. Benwick here came up and started squeezing lemon juice on the perfectly fine fried chicken I just made.
Who wouldn't do that? It's normal.
The way you drench it takes away all the seasoning and complexity of flavor that I worked so hard to get right.
No way! You have to at least put that much on, or it's not worth eating at all.
Oh, forget about the chicken. Who wants to douse these two in a bucket of water instead?
Make it ice water.
Dial, Medusa wants to use some octopus demon to make dinner tonight. Let's go catch some together.
Okay, sure. We can go as soon as I'm all done here.
Okay, but hurry!
You and Kamoana seem to have become really good friends.
Yeah, I guess she's really latched on to me.
I think it meant a lot that you protected her when we were attacked at Titania. She told me that lizards usually feel cold to touch, but that you have a warm heart deep down.
That's not me at all. I'd have run away if I had my tail back, but I'd already gotten surprised and dropped it. So what else could I do but fight?
Oh yeah, I guess you'd lost your tail, hadn't you?
Has Kamoana stopped trying to scare you after that?
It looks like it, yeah. Long enough for my tail to regrow again, at least.
Oh, it's back. I didn't see.
Boo!
Ah!
Oh no, his tail!
Kamoana, sweetie. You know better than to scare Dial.
But he's being so slow! He kept me waiting too long. But I'm sorry.
It's all right. It'll grow back again. And besides, lizard tails make the best bait for octopus demons. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Now how about we go catch us some dinner?
Yay! Let's go, Dial. Let's go!
Another hunting team sent to Hexen Isle was wiped out. Maybe we really are in over our heads.
Quit your whining. If we don't take out that dragon, we'll never get into the Calyx. We're operating under the direct order of Lord Artorius himself.
But how can we hope to complete our mission without Lord Shigure and the other legates?
There's a dragon on Hexen Isle?
Perhaps the one that was caught in the Calyx got loose?
I don't think so. It sounds like the one we fought some time ago.
It has to be Silva.
Rein it in, kiddo. That dragon is bad news. I rather like not being a smear on the ground or a slowly dissolving mass inside a dragon's digestive tract. We'd best leave it be.
What? Do you feel obligated to help him?
Not exactly. Even when we were together, we never talked. I mean, we didn't have any feelings or free thought. We were just there. If you'd taken him with you instead of me, I'd probably have turned into a dragon by now myself. He's beyond saving, but at the very least, I want him to be at peace.
It's your funeral. I'll stick around to clean up what's left.
I'll go too.
Me too.
I'm in. Everyone deserves closure.
Oh, to be young and fearless. You do realize if we lose, there won't even be any dental records left to identify us by?
Looks like he's recovered all right.
Oh, come on! Give us a break already! I bet even Inominat couldn't stop this thing!
Then this'll be the perfect warm-up.
Am I just imagining things? Or does he look like he's even stronger?
It isn't your imagination. It looks like he's absorbing the malevolence from all around the Calyx.
There's still time to run if you want to. This dragon is no joke.
I'm sorry, Silva. I used you so I could escape. But this time, I won't run away.
You're going down, Silva!
No tricks! Just a straight up battle! No mercy! Wounds that will heal! Carve the flesh!
Break the head! Never kill him! Attack! Here! Rising land! Clear! Rising spinach!
But on this world, I won't miss! Form Zero! Thunder!
Rising Falcon! Double hit! Slow down! Infernal Torch! No one can!
I'm a crusher!
Fee?
I just remembered something. One time, when Lady Teresa was punishing me, Silva stood right by my side, just like this. He didn't say a word, but his presence was a comfort.
I see.
Sorry, Silva. And Velvet, back at Helives. Thanks for taking me with you and getting me out of there.
That was basically kidnapping, really.
Maybe, but I want to thank you all the same.
You don't have to, Fee. Really. You've come a long way. That's because you put in the effort, not me.
The sensation. Is the calyx still functional?
Well, seems we're done here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
What do you mean?
The calyx is a series of ancient ruins unearthed and brought back to life by Melchior. But now that he's kicked the bucket, Artorius might be the only one who can actually control the place. Oh, you know, you can never be too sure of what the future holds, right? That's all I meant. It's a biggie!